Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moment. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Swallowed Star 2 episode number 30 based on novel. So let's start. Brother Entropy is dead? Luo Feng whispered softly. Luo Feng has seen too many lives and deaths during his growth. When he was still on Earth, he saw many heroes sacrifice their lives for the Earth. Later, he also saw the rise of the human race in the original universe, and many people, including the founder of the Great Axe, died one by one. After going through so much, Luo Feng's heart has become extremely tough. How did Yan Chenyang die? Luo Feng sent a message to the Dark Hall of Yangfeng Guild Hall. This information is worth 1 cosmic sand. The Dark Hall of Yangfeng Guild responded. Because this information is now spreading rapidly, the price sold by Yangfeng Guild is relatively low. I'll buy this information. Luo Feng responded. Tonight, Yan Chenyang went to the place where General Yong and Lord Bloodcloud were fighting to watch. After that, he returned to Chenyang Sect to arrange matters, and then went to see the owner of Menghua Tower. After that, he went to see Sang Shuiyun alone. And a battle took place at Sang Shuiyun's residence. During the battle, he sent information through the cause and effect communication order, confirming that Sang Shuiyun was Lord Bloodcloud. The battle lasted only a moment. Yan Chenyang died, and Sang Shuiyun escaped and disappeared. Information came from the Dark Hall of Yangfeng Guild Hall. Luo Feng understood. Brother Entropy, you didn't tell me this because you were worried about implicating me? Luo Feng murmured, that Bloodcloud Lord can't threaten me, but I can kill him. It has been more than 20 centuries since I came to the origin continent. Entropy Chenyang is his only friend. Although he knew many eternal true gods, they were just casual acquaintances. The only one he could admire and acknowledge as a true friend was Yan Chenyang. I remember the first time I met him. At that time, I had no reputation and was just an ordinary person in Menghua Tower. Those famous eternal true gods were too lazy to pay attention to me. Only Yan Chenyang took the initiative to make friends with me. He didn't care about his strength, but was eager to make friends with him. When they first met, he gave him information about Huang City and told him about some of the dangers in Huang City. For more than 20 centuries, I had always been the one asking him for help. Asking him to teach me the secrets of body refining. The only time Yan Chenyang was in a hurry to speak was when he hoped to save his friend's children. You've never asked me for help for yourself. Luo Feng looked into the distance, and Morosa immediately sensed where his gaze was. Follow me. Luo Feng ordered. Yes. Morosa noticed that there was something wrong with his master's eyes. His master had never looked at him like that since he came to the origin continent. Driving the flying boat, Luo Feng took Morosa directly to the Dark Hall of the Yangfeng Hall. Inside the City Lord's mansion, Mo Lixiao, Huang City Lord, and the white-haired old man gathered here. Mo Lixiao, as the supreme commander of the Huang Legion, is able to travel directly through the void. He has already gone to the Yangfeng Guild Hall and received the cause and effect tracking order. This is the cause and effect tracking order left by Entropy Chenyang. Mo Lixiao said, holding a token. With this, we can determine the location of Bloodcloud Divine Lord. Entropy Chenyang has made great contributions, said the Lord of Huang City. It's a pity that he is dead. The white-haired old man shook his head. Mo Lixiao said calmly, now, we just have to wait for the arrangements from the Marquis. The Bloodcloud Divine Lord is too powerful. Without the help of the Huang City formation, General Yong can't do anything to him. The Lord of Huang City said solemnly, with such strength, it is very difficult to kill the Bloodcloud Divine Lord. Yes. The white-haired old man nodded. In the entire Zhejiang Chaos Province, none of the Marquis's men can compare to General Yong. Some of the most terrifying eternal true gods in Yu country almost all follow the 5 god kings. Mo Lixiao said, why would they come to a place like Huang City without a special reason? The various resources that the God King can bestow are naturally far more than those of the Lord of Chaos. Therefore, the 5 God Kings attracted a large number of powerful people. People of General Yong's level are naturally more willing to follow the God King. Yes, if the Marquis wants to mobilize forces, he will probably need to borrow experts from other places. The Lord of Huang City nodded. It can't be solved in a short time. There is a tacit understanding between the two divine kingdoms. In a normal conflict, no matter how many eternal true gods die, it is only because of insufficient strength. This is also a conflict of relatively low intensity. If one day, the Chaos Overlord dies, the intensity of the war will be much more terrifying. The aftermath will probably kill countless lives. The eternal true gods dare not get involved. Whichever Chaos Overlord wins will win. As for the God King, the possibility of his ending is extremely low. Once they take action, the impact will be far-reaching. Even the major divine kingdoms on the origin continent will pay attention and may even intervene. The King of Gods will not take action unless he is sure of success. These ancient beings are also seeking resources for cultivation and will not fight to the death when they are not sure. Just like when the Shi kingdom destroyed the Jin kingdom, once it started, it did not give the Jin divine king any chance to resist. It completely destroyed all the strong men in the capital of Jin, leaving only the Jin divine king to flee into the sea of the universe. The Marquis has sent an order. The white-haired old man's eyes lit up. As the leader of the Chenyang family in Huang City, he naturally received the order. How is it? Asked Huang City Lord, Mo Lishiao. The Marquis has only one order, which is to increase the rewards for Blood Cloud God, Yu Qianhu, and Yu Qianni, said the white-haired old man. Lord Huang understood. It seems that the hope of offering a reward can attract some terrifying strong men to take action. It takes time to transfer forces. If a strong person accepts the bounty and kills Blood Cloud Divine Lord and his men, that would be a good thing. Mo Lishiao said, I heard that the two ancient countries and some mysterious forces in the origin continent will also have trained elites who travel around the origin continent. If they find a high bounty, they may come to Huang City. How much is the bounty? Asked the Lord of Huang City. The Marquis has ordered that the bounty on Lord Blood Cloud be increased to 10 million cosmic sands. The bounty on Yu Qianhu be increased to 2 million, and the bounty on Yu Qianni be increased to 1 million, said the white-haired old man. Mo Lishiao and Huang City Lord felt choked up. As expected of a Marquis. His moves are lavish. The Marquis has the entire Zhejiang Chaos State as his fiefdom, including 3 large cities and 189 ordinary cities. The residents all have to pay a residence fee. Each resident pays a small amount, but the accumulated amount is huge. After deducting the cost of the city's own operation, part of it is handed over to the God Kings and part to the Marquis of Zhejiang. In just 1 century, the entire Zhejiang Chaos State is enough to provide a huge amount of wealth. About 10 million cosmic sands? To Lord Zhejiang, it was indeed nothing. He would rather spend some cosmic sand on the bounty than ask the God King for help for such a small matter. In my Yu Kingdom alone, there are more than 10 people with strength comparable to General Yong, and 3 or 4 who are more dazzling than him. The white-haired old man said, not to mention the elites trained by some major forces in the source continent. With tens of millions of cosmic sands. I believe that within an epoch, we will be able to attract strong people with sufficient strength. Luo Feng drove the flying boat to the Dark Hall of Yang Feng Club. Brother Luo He, the deputy head of Yang Feng Guild Hall, personally received him. These are all the items that Yan Chenyang left for you. As he spoke, he handed over a jade bottle. Luo Feng took it and looked at it, and he saw more than 3 million cosmic sands, as well as a large amount of materials, weapons, secret treasures and other items. The most conspicuous thing was a letter. Brother Luo He, when you see this letter, I should be dead. You don't have to be sad for me. In fact, when I returned to my hometown Huang City alone, I didn't plan to live. Later, some little guys in the city touched me. I thought at that time, just consider myself dead. Do something meaningful in the remaining days, and live every day more meaningfully. I leave all the resources I have accumulated in my life to you. I have nothing to ask for, because your hatred of evil and your ability to help the weak are what I expect. I've been back in Huang City for so long and have made so many friends, but the one I admire most is you, Brother Luo He. The path of cultivation is difficult, you must take care of yourself. If you are facing a powerful enemy, it is not shameful to bow your head and be timid. The key is to survive. Only by surviving can you have the opportunity to kill the enemy. Sometimes, surviving is more difficult than dying. My life is over. I wish Brother Luo He, my friend, that you can achieve your wish and feel that every day from now on is not wasted. This letter was just the nagging words from an old friend, but Luo Feng felt even more heartbroken. Brother Entropy, you are the only friend I have made since I came to the origin continent. Luo Feng said silently, you are also the only one I admire. Don't worry, you will expose the identity of Blood Cloud Lord with your life. I promise you. He will definitely die. He can't escape. Luo Feng turned and left. The deputy head of Yangfeng Hall looked at this scene and said, Lord Luohe has a special relationship with Entropy Chenyang, but Lord Shuayan is also not someone you want to mess with. Call. After leaving the Yangfeng Hall, Luo Feng took Morosa who was guarding outside and immediately left on the flying boat. Master. Morosa looked at Luo Feng. Luo Feng looked at the vast Huang City shrouded in darkness. As I remember, as long as you have seen or sensed the breath of life, you will have a chance to track it down. Sang Shuayun, we have met more than once. Can you find him? Morosa telepathically transmitted, Master, don't worry. As long as he is not a perfect divine body, he can completely isolate his aura. Once the distance is close, I will definitely be able to lock onto his aura. Let's search the entire Huang City first. Luo Feng said, I'll drive the flying boat, and you'll carefully sense and track it. Yes. Morosa replied. Luo Feng immediately took control of the flying boat and flew at high speed across areas of Huang City while Morosa carefully sensed each area. When Luo Feng was quietly searching the entire city, all the forces in Huang City were in shock. No matter whether they were local families, dark forces, branches of large forces, or some eternal true gods who lived in seclusion and idleness, they were all shocked when they learned the intelligence. General Yonghu of the capital of the Kingdom of Yu personally took action against Lord Blood Cloud, but he was unable to do anything. Lord Blood Cloud affected 8 billion lives and escaped? The leader of the Chenyang Sect, Entropy Chenyang, sacrificed himself to reveal the true identity of the Blood Cloud Lord. It turned out to be Sang Shuayun. The reward for Blood Cloud Divine Lord has reached 10 million cosmic sands, the reward for Yu Qianhu has reached 2 million cosmic sands, and the reward for Yu Qianhe has reached 1 million cosmic sands. Each of these 3 pieces of news is explosive. Huang City hasn't been so lively for a long time. General Yong is a person of this level, and he is considered one of the most famous eternal true gods in the entire Yu Kingdom. How could the Blood Cloud Lord be comparable to him? How could 2 such powerful beings gather in the city of Huang in such a short period of time? The bounty is as high as 10 million cosmic sands. This is enough to prove the strength of Lord Blood Cloud. All parties were amazed. They were envious, but no one dared to hope to get this bounty. Chenyang Gate. Countless disciples were summoned and gathered in the empty square. Those of you who are well informed must have already known that the sect master is dead. Uncle Chio, the metal life form, looked at the countless disciples and said, according to the sect master's previous arrangement, the Chenyang Sect is officially disbanded. You must leave the Chenyang Sect by tomorrow afternoon at the latest. Countless disciples were in an uproar. Master! Master! Many disciples burst into tears. The sect master gives many weak true gods a chance, and as long as they pass the test, they can enter the Chenyang Sect and become a member. In the Chenyang Sect, no matter how noble your status is, you must go through a lot of learning, training, and screening, and only those who pass all the tests can become his personal disciples. Even so, the sect master still has more than 300 disciples under his command. This is very rare among the eternal true gods. The sect leader never hides anything. As long as someone has the ability to learn, he will teach them everything he knows. Master! Some disciples were so emotional that they found it hard to accept all this. Many of them were struggling to survive in this world. Later, they joined the Chenyang Sect. The master did not discriminate against them and treated them equally. He gave them the opportunity to learn the skills of refining equipment and allowed them to completely change their destiny. For many of their disciples, Master is the best person in the world. How did Master die? Who killed the Master? Revenge, we want revenge. Many disciples were very emotional. Uncle Chio, the Metal Life, looked at the many disciples and said, the sect leader exposed the identity of Blood Cloud Lord with his life, but was killed by Blood Cloud Lord. Blood Cloud Lord is so powerful that even the City Lord's mansion can't do anything about it. His bounty is as high as 10 million cosmic sands. All the disciples were silent. 10 million cosmic grains of sand? To live in Huang City, a true god only needs to pay 1 chaos crystal per epoch. Many true gods earn a little bit of money to live there and don't go out on adventures, so they usually only have 3 or 2 chaos crystals. For example, the Void True God usually only has tens of thousands of chaos crystals. Even the high and mighty eternal true God, apart from the ones he uses for his own cultivation, his own treasures are usually only worth 10,000 to 20,000 cosmic sands. A precious mechanical treasure worth about 1 million cosmic sands is enough to create a terrifying existence like the President of the Blood Python. The reward alone is as high as 10 million cosmic sands. This shows the deterrent power of the Blood Cloud Lord. Some eternal true gods dare not accept such a huge fortune because it will bring disaster. Okay, pack up and leave as soon as possible. Uncle Chio turned and left. Countless disciples were silent. Grief, resentment, and powerlessness. Many of them were very grateful to the sect leader. If they could get revenge, they would be willing to risk their lives. But the enemy was too terrifying and too powerful, so powerful that these disciples despaired. Master is dead. Mo Yu Liuxing had tears in his eyes. During the time he had been a disciple of Chenyang Sect, he truly admired and respected his master Yan Chenyang. Mo Yosheng, who was standing by, was in great pain. She had followed her master for a longer time. I don't have a master anymore. I don't have a master anymore. Mo Yosheng murmured in a low voice. A sad mood enveloped countless disciples in the entire square, and countless disciples did not leave for a long time. Luo Feng piloted the flying boat at high speed in the night sky of Huang City. Morosa carefully sensed all directions. The world beast was a very special life form. On the one hand, it was a perfect life form. On the other hand, it contained the origin of destruction. In terms of life level, it was comparable to the primitive universe. A large number of warriors can be bred within the body of a world beast, possessing all sorts of incredible abilities, which are some of the abilities that he naturally possesses. It was only because of Luo Feng's request that Morosa completely transformed his strength into divine power. Outside the Star Tower, he never used the means of the world beast. Breath. Morosa's ability to sense and track aura is much stronger than Luo Feng's. Because Luo Feng is essentially one of the countless eternal true gods. And Morosa is just the power of the world beast disguised as divine power. Morosa is extremely sensitive to all the divine power in the outside world. Master. Morosa suddenly said, I found the aura of Yu Chenyang and her men in front of the left. Last time, Yu Chenyang led for men to attack the forbidden area, and I remembered their aura clearly. Yu Chenyang and her men? Luo Feng nodded slightly. No hurry, let's continue searching the entire city. Capturing Blood Cloud Divine Monarch is the most important thing. If we take action against Yu Chenyang now, it might alert the enemy. Yes. Morosa nodded and continued tracking and searching. Time passes slowly. While Luo Feng was piloting the flying boat, he was also using the Dark Hall of the Yangfeng Guildhall to gather intelligence. The bounty is quite high. If it is raised to 10 million, it seems that the Yu Kingdom will not send experts here immediately. Luo Feng understood this. If a group of top experts came to hunt him down, there would be no need to increase the bounty so much. Luo Feng accepted the bounty from Blood Cloud God, Yu Qianhu and Yu Chenyang. The bounty could reflect the strength of these three people to a certain extent. Time passes. I have visited the entire Huang City. The flying boat stopped and Luo Feng looked at Morosa. Still haven't found Sang Shueyun. No? Morosa shook his head in confusion. I have sensed many places more than once. There is no blind spot in the whole city. Unless he is moving at high speed and I just happen to avoid him. Otherwise, there is only one possibility, he is not in Huang City. Luo Feng frowned slightly. Not in Huang City? This is trouble. This Sang Shueyun is really cautious. Luo Feng said silently. He realized that it would not be easy to kill Sang Shueyun. This leader of the food nation, who had been hiding in the city of Huyang, had kept a low profile for so long that he had even concealed most of his strength. His identity had always been a mystery. It was not until Yan Chenyang took action this time that his true identity was revealed. After his identity was exposed, he fled to the outside of Huang City immediately. Let's deal with Yu Tianyi first. Luo Feng said, starting with her, maybe we can find Sang Shueyun. The relationship between the three of them is unusual. They are the three most powerful people at the core of the food nation. There should be a way to contact them. Morosa also nodded. The flying boat drew an arc and headed straight for the place where Yu Tianyi's aura was discovered before. In a very ordinary cave, Yu Tianyi, and three eternal true gods gathered here. I didn't expect that the true identity of Blood Cloud Divine Lord was actually Sang Shueyun. Yu Tianyi laughed softly. Even we didn't know his identity, but this time it was revealed by Entropy Chenyang. Zhu Jianghu was really furious and raised the reward for Blood Cloud to 10 million cosmic sands, while I only have 2 million cosmic sands. Yu Jianghu shook his head. The gap between him and me is not that big. By the way, little sister, your team encountered Luo He, and even your ice body was destroyed by him. Yeah. Yu Tianyi nodded and said, I think his strength is slightly stronger than mine, but with the suppression of the Huang City formation, I can only exert a part of my strength, so naturally I can't beat him. Suddenly. Boom tilde 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 tilde. The hole they were in was completely shattered. Yu Tianyi, and the three eternal true gods at the side took a look and saw a figure with 6 pairs of dazzling golden wings spread out. The surrounding building materials were shattered and melted into wisps of chaotic air currents. Countless chaotic air currents spread everywhere and suppressed the 5 of them. It's Luo He. Yu Tianyi was shocked. Luo He is here? Will General Yong come too? Yu Tianyi was also shocked. Although he was confident, he knew that he could not compete with the famous General Yong. Especially in Huang City, he had no confidence to fight General Yong. The moment Luo Feng appeared, he used the Wu Yui technique to control the chaos. Morosa, I'm in the light and you're in the dark. None of these eternal true gods are allowed to escape. Luo Feng transmitted his voice mentally. Don't worry, Master. Morosa hid in the dark. As soon as Luo Feng took a step, he was already close to Yu Tianyi, and the 3 eternal true gods. Yu Tianyi and the other 4 were also observing their surroundings. Just you? Yu Tianyi asked doubtfully, observing his surroundings vigilantly, fearing that General Yonghu would appear. I am enough. Luo Feng glanced at the 5 of them. I ask you, where is the blood cloud? Who gave you the courage to come and kill me? Yu Tianyi sneered. Looking at the entire Huang City, only General Yong made him afraid. He really didn't take the other eternal true gods seriously. Yu Tianyi stood there, an endless coldness spread all over his body. The endless icy power actually began to resist the Chaos Realm. In terms of the field, Yu Tianyi was also good at it, and could even be comparable to the Chaos Realm. Luo Feng waved his hand, and surging blood-red waves swept in all directions. Luo Feng's perfect divine power drove the mechanical secret treasure, River of Life Blood, to unleash endless blood waves. The power of the blood waves combined with the chaos field instantly defeated the endless icy power and completely enveloped Yu Tianyi, and the 3 eternal true gods. What is this? Yu Tianyi and Yu Tianyi were shocked. This endless wave of blood is indeed not as mysterious as that of the blood cloud god, but the difference in quality is almost the same. With the combination of the Chaos Realm and the endless blood wave, Yu Qianhu and Yu Qianyi were both suppressed and their strength was greatly reduced. As for the three poor eternal true gods, they were instantly swept to Luo Feng's side by the blood wave. Luo Feng looked at the three of them. Mercy, mercy. The three of them had no power to resist. The President Blood Python was completely suppressed by Luo Feng's chaos domain. Now there is a double suppression. How can these three top eternal true gods resist? Tell me, where is the blood cloud? Luo Feng looked at the three of them. Lord Blood Cloud has always been very careful. He only summons us when he is taking action. We can't find him at all at other times. An eternal true god said anxiously. Yes, we just found out today that the true identity of the Divine Lord is Sang Shuiyun. We knew nothing before. We don't know where the god is now. He can't tell us. The three eternal true gods were all very terrified. Luo Feng listened and thought that considering Lord Blood Cloud's cautious character, it would be strange for his three men to be able to find him. Then you are useless. Luo Feng said. The three eternal true gods who were caught in the blood wave suddenly showed expressions of fear. The blood wave that penetrated into their bodies had already shattered their true god hearts, and the three corpses were taken into the Star Tower. Luo Feng looked at Yu Qianhu and Yu Qianyi. What about you? Do you know where Blood Cloud Lord? This video will end here.